didn't hesitate. You just walked away. I thought you'd stop for a second, maybe look behind, like something in you wouldn't leave me out of sight. But your steps kept moving, like you already knew there was nothing left holding you to me and you. I stood there frozen, waiting for a sign. You left without turning back, like I wasn't there at all, like everything we built together didn't matter when it fell. You left without turning back, and I couldn't understand how easy it was for you to let go of my hand. I replay the moment 1,000 times or more, looking for a reason you didn't stop at the door. Was it something I missed? Was it already gone? Or did you just decide you didn't need me all along? I kept hoping you'd feel it, the weight of what we were. You left without turning back, without a single pause, without a trace of doubt or a question of the cause. You left without turning back, and it broke me to see I meant more to us than you ever did to me. Maybe closure isn't given, maybe it's something you find when you stop waiting for someone who already left you behind. No last look, no goodbye. You left without turning back, but I'm learning how to stand without chasing after someone who couldn't understand. You left without turning back, and now I finally see the way you walked away was never about me. You didn't hesitate. You just walked away. We used to feel like home. Now it feels unfamiliar. We used to know each other like the back of our hands. Every word came easy, every moment made sense. But something shifted slowly, something we couldn't name. And all the warmth between us didn't feel the same. We didn't notice when it changed, only that it did. We stopped feeling like home, like a place we could stay, somewhere alone. drifted away. We stopped feeling like home, and I don't know when we became two strangers in a place we'd been. Silence grew between us, but we let it remain, pretending it was nothing, while it quietly changed everything. The comfort turned to distance, the closeness into space, and I stopped recognizing the look on your face. We stayed out of habit, not because we belong. We stopped feeling like home, even when we were near, like something once so certain had disappeared. We stopped feeling like home, and it hurt to see the place I used to run to was no longer you and me. Maybe home isn't forever, maybe it can fade when the love that built it starts to drift away. Same place, different feeling. We stopped feeling like home, but I'm learning to find a place within myself that won't leave me behind. We stopped feeling like home, and now I understand. Sometimes you lose a place before you lose the person. We used to feel like home, now it feels unfamiliar. We had love, but it wasn't enough. We tried to keep it steady, tried to make it last, held on to every moment like it wouldn't pass. But something kept on breaking in ways we couldn't see, like love was slowly slipping from what we used to be. We thought it would be stronger than everything around. It was the love it couldn't hold, couldn't keep us safe, couldn't carry all the weight we couldn't face. It was the love it couldn't hold, and it tore us apart. Not because it wasn't real, but it wasn't strong enough to stay in our hearts. We kept trying to fix it, but it kept falling through. Every promise we made lost its truth. We gave it all we had, or at least what we knew. But love can survive when it's breaking you. We were holding on to something that couldn't hold us back. It was the love that couldn't hold. In every fragile part, in every silent moment, we fell apart. It was the love that couldn't hold. And now I finally see, not every love we find is meant to set us free. Maybe love isn't always enough to carry us through. Sometimes it bends, sometimes it breaks, even when it's true. We had love, but we lost the rest. It was the love that couldn't hold, but I don't regret every moment we live, even if we forget. It was the love that couldn't hold, and I understand. Sometimes letting go is the only way love can stand. We had love, but it wasn't enough. I thought staying meant love, but I lost myself instead. I kept bending for you, trying not to break. Gave you every part of me you didn't even take. I told myself it mattered, told myself it's fine, while slowly losing pieces I could no longer find. I didn't notice when it started, only that I faded away. I stayed until I disappeared, until there was nothing left of me. I gave you everything I had and lost my identity. I stayed until I disappeared, and now I finally see you can't keep someone else alive while losing who you're meant to be. I silenced all my feelings to keep the peace somehow, but every word I held inside is echoing me now. I try to be what you needed, try to fit your world, but I was slowly fading out of my own. I thought love meant staying even when it hurt. staying in love, but I lost myself instead. You didn't disappear all at once. You just kept drifting. You were right beside me, but I felt the space, like something in your presence I could no longer trace. Your voice became an echo, your touch felt unsure, like I was holding on to someone I couldn't reach anymore. I kept trying to find you, but you were already gone. You drifted beyond reach, further than I could go. No matter how I held on, I had to let you go. You drifted beyond reach, and I couldn't see. And you crossed the distance that separated you from me. We stopped meeting halfway, stopped trying to stay close. Every moment between us felt like letting go. I tried to bridge the silence, try to pull you near, but love can't survive when only one is here. I was still reaching, but you stopped turning back. You drifted beyond reach into somewhere I don't know, where my voice couldn't follow, where my love couldn't go. You drifted beyond reach, and it broke me to learn. Sometimes the hardest thing is knowing they won't return. Maybe distance isn't measured by how far you are, but by how much of you is no longer where you are. I called out, but there was nothing left to hear. You drifted beyond reach, and now I understand. Not every distance can be closed, no matter how you plan. You drifted beyond reach, and I'm letting it be, because love shouldn't feel like chasing someone who's leaving me. You didn't disappear all at once. You just kept drifting. We used to mean something. Now I don't know what we are. We had a way of speaking, else could hear. Every glance between us made everything feel clear. But somewhere in the distance, between who we became, we stopped recognizing what we used to name. We held on to the word us long after it was gone. We lost the meaning of us somewhere in between. All the things we stopped saying and everything unseen. We lost the meaning of us, and I couldn't tell when love turned into something we no longer felt. We kept saying forever, like it still applied, but forever started fading the moment we stopped trying. No moment to define it, no clear line to cross, just slowly losing everything we thought we'd never lose. We stayed in something empty, calling it love. We lost the meaning of us in every silent space, and every time we looked away instead of facing face to face. We lost the meaning of us, and it brought me to see we were holding on to something that didn't wanna be. Maybe us isn't forever, maybe it's just a phase, a moment in your life that slowly fades away. We said us, but it meant nothing. We lost the meaning of us, but I'm learning to let go of something that ended long before we knew. We lost the meaning of us, and now I understand. Not every love is meant to stay what it began. We used to mean something, now I don't know what we are. No crash, no breaking sound, just silence. There was no final moment, no line we could define, no words that mark the ending, no signal, no sign. We just stopped existing the way we used to be, like something slowly fading no one else could see. No tears, no goodbye, just something slipping away. It was an ending that felt too quiet, too soft to even feel, like losing something slowly you never thought was real. It was an ending that felt too quiet, and I couldn't tell when we crossed the moment where we stopped being ourselves. We kept living side by side, but nothing felt the same. Like we were holding on to something without a name. No one walked away loudly, no doors were slammed shut. Just the quiet understanding that we had given up. We stayed until it faded.
The softest endings are the hardest to see, because nothing feels different until you realize everything is. No sound, still it ended. Without letting me know. No crash, no breaking sound, just silence. I held on even when you were slipping away. I tried to hold you closer every time you pulled away, like distance wasn't growing with every passing day. I told myself it's nothing, that we would find a way. But every step you took felt like you couldn't stay. I kept reaching for you while you let go of me. I tried to keep you near, even when you were gone. Held on to every memory like it would make you stay strong. I tried to keep you near, but I couldn't make you feel what I was holding on to was something you'd already sealed. I stayed in every moment that reminded me of you, trying to bring back something that we already outgrew. I gave more than I should have, hoping it would repair, but love can't survive when it's one-sided care. I was fighting for us while you were letting go. I tried to keep you near, and I but you were already gone.
I try to keep you near, but I'm learning to let go of someone I couldn't keep, no matter how I hoped. I try to keep you near, but now I finally see love shouldn't feel like chasing someone who's leaving me.
I held on, even when you were slipping away. I still know your face, but I don't know you anymore. You stand right in front of me, but something's not the same. The way you say my name now doesn't feel the way it came. Your eyes don't hold the same light. Your touch feels incomplete, like I'm trying to remember someone I used to meet. I kept searching for you and who you used to be. You became someone else to me, someone I don't recognize, like the love we had together was just a past disguise. You became someone else to me, and it hurts to see the person I was holding on to is no longer who you are to me. We talk, but there's a distance, and every word we say, like we're just repeating echoes of what we threw away. I try to find the feeling that used to feel so true, but every piece I reach for feels further from you. I was loving a memory, not who you become. You became someone else to me, and I couldn't keep pretending that the story we were writing wasn't already ending. You became someone else to me, and now I understand. Sometimes people change beyond what love can stand. Maybe it's not your fault, maybe it's not mine. Sometimes two hearts grow apart at different points in time. You're still here, but you're not you. You became someone else to me, but I'm letting go of who you were, of every piece of memory that I tried to preserve. You became someone else to me, and I'm setting us free from holding on to someone you no longer are to me. I still know your face, but I don't know you anymore. No more trying, no more pretending. We reached the final chapter without a fight to stay. No more words between us that could change the way. The pages kept on turning, but nothing new was there. Just echoes of a story we no longer shared. We didn't force the ending, we let it come. We let the story end without rewriting lines, without holding on to what we left behind. We let the story end, and I finally see some endings are a choice we make to set us free. No villains in the ending, no one left to blame. Just two hearts that couldn't stay the same. We gave it every moment, every piece we knew. But sometimes love reaches the end of what it can do. We stayed until it finished, not until it broke. We let the story end in a quiet kind of way. No dramatic ending, just walking away. We let the story end, and it hurts, it's true. But not every forever is meant to carry through. Maybe closure isn't loud, maybe it's this calm. Two people letting go without causing no last page, just the end. We let the story end, and I'm grateful for the start, for every piece of us that shaped my heart. We let the story end, and now I understand. Some love is meant to live, and some is meant to end. No more trying,